What's happening, YouTube? You're watching Steel City MotoVlogs, and I'm your host, Derrick T. And I'm on my way today. It's Sunday. What is today? March 6th? March 5th? The 6th? I don't know. It's Sunday, and it's about 68 degrees here in Pittsburgh. 68 degree Fahrenheit, that is, for those of you who use the other metric system. So it's a really nice day out. It's a little windy. It is just a tad bit windy, but overall, I mean, a really, really good day to be out riding. Although I am on a mission today's ride. I'm on my way to see my brother, and right now his Goldwing is in his garage in pieces. He's been doing a few things to it, and before he puts it back together, he wants me to put lights on his bike, some LED light strips. And he watched the video that I did on the trailer, and after telling him which light strips to go get, he called me the guru and said, well, since you're such a guru, you can come over and do these lights for me. So I suppose I don't mind, because one thing that he does, he's better at certain things than I am, so when I need his help, the favor will be returned. So I'm gonna go over here and help him put some more light strips on his bike so that he can get it put back together. So that's what we're on our way to do today. Maybe I'll get a chance to show you all the end product of my work when we get over there. But yep, that's all I'm doing today. This is a relatively short riding portion of it. He lives a few minutes, probably about 5-10 minutes west of downtown Pittsburgh. So I'm about to pass through downtown Pittsburgh right now, and we'll head through the tunnel and essentially be at his house. He doesn't live very far from there. Don't worry about signaling or anything, dude. Not that that was important or anything. So. Okay, that's much better. I turned my wind deflectors in and kind of let some of that wind, even though it's coming on me from the sides a little bit, I don't feel like the bike is fighting the wind as much. I think I made myself just a little bit more aerodynamic just now. And I said the wind is blowing pretty strong out here, and I think it is supposed to rain later. So hopefully I'll be back home before things get out of hand. I don't think it's supposed to rain until late tonight. I'll definitely be home before then. I'm not thinking this project will take a very long time. I think I've kind of gotten a hang of working with these light strips, so yeah, it shouldn't take too long. This is the Fort Pitt Tunnel coming out of downtown Pittsburgh. People tend to be afraid of the tunnel, so they slow down. If we all just maintained a certain speed, we could just fly right through the tunnel like it wasn't even there, but that's not what we do here in Pittsburgh. My windshield is looking pretty rough. Got a few bugs and probably some light dust and everything else. I haven't really cleaned the bike. It's been sitting in the garage. I haven't really done a cleaning on it yet. suppose I'll be doing that before too long. Yeah, this wind is doing its thing today. And I'm riding against it. That's the other thing. Yesterday I got a chance to get out and do some riding too. But we ended up not really getting very far. Kind of had a few things working against us yesterday. I was riding with 2 other people and kind of had a few things working against us that weren't exactly in our control. So the long and short of it was we rode around for about 45 minutes and never left our neighborhood. By the time we got out of the neighborhood, we had to turn around and go back. It was very interesting. But riding is riding, I suppose. Then we finally did go out and get something to eat and everything else, and I kind of had to call it a day after that. But yeah, sometimes those days, they kind of go like that. There are pros and cons to riding solo. There's pros and cons to riding with friends. And there's pros and cons to being in a motorcycle club. And sometimes, depending on the dynamic, if you're going for one of those kind of rides, you're sacrificing something. If you're riding solo, you might be sacrificing the fellowship and the brotherhood and just the pure enjoyment of being out with your friends and all of you doing something that you really love to do. When you're riding with friends, you're giving away or sacrificing the ability to be able to control your time and your agenda. You're kind of giving those things up for the betterment of the group. And it's whatever the group agrees to. And when you're in a club, you got rules and bylaws and dues and legalities and officers and everything that comes with a group of people sitting in a room together trying to agree on something. Yep, it's all about what you're willing to, the pros that you're willing to ride with and the cons you're willing to deal without. So, and that can change from ride to ride. Alright, what's happening, YouTube? I'm back on my way home from my brother's house. Lighting up his bike was a success. Although I didn't get a chance to do any footage right then and there, so I guess that'll be another video. You just have to take my word for it that it went well. And yeah, I promise I'll show you the end product of that. He's still working on some things. He doesn't like to show his bike when it's in pieces. He's still working on his stereo. He had some issues with the stereo, and so whenever we're out one day and we've got a final product, I'll show you what I did there. But it was the same light kit that I put on this bike and also on my trailer. That makes it really, really easy to install when you have a set of lights that you're familiar with and everything else. Why on a Sunday night we got this kind of traffic going into the tunnel is far beyond any knowledge of mine. You got people changing lanes in the tunnel, even though we got these clearly marked solid white lines. But that's okay though, because he used his signal. Idiot. Complete and total idiocy. Anyway. these new and improved gas prices are definitely going to have me reconsidering the parameters of what, yeah, I'm looking at you. These new gas prices are going to have me reconsidering what we call riding season and what we don't call riding season here in Pittsburgh. I do believe the worst of the winter is behind us now, so I'd definitely be doing a lot more riding and commuting to and from work even. There was a report of a gas station somewhere in the Pittsburgh area that was selling gas for $4.59 a gallon, and that was for regular. I think the Supreme was something like $5.20, and yeah, that'll have you rethinking stuff. Just how much driving you really want to do. And for my job, I have clients that I have to go and see, but there's no rule that says I have to take the car. So as long as it's not raining and as long as I'm not transporting my children, you're looking at how I'm getting around. For the foreseeable future. It's a good thing that we are going into the spring and summer, but I am going to invest in some heated gear. I'm going to do that during the summer months while the prices on it are down. So be prepared to ride more in the cold, but not necessarily in the snow. So I don't mind being cold. I could take the highway up another exit, but I'll just get off here, and I don't know, it might be a little more eventful going this way. All of this is essentially the University of Pittsburgh. It's very much a college town here. A lot of colleges and universities in this area. Should have probably stopped back there and grabbed a bite to eat. I know you're supposed to leave the bike in gear when you're at a stop, but sometimes my hands really get the best of me. Arthritic hands from banging on pianos for 30 years. Sometimes holding a squeeze on the clutch like that is kind of painful for me sometimes. So I do keep the bike in neutral a little bit more than I probably should when I'm at stop signs and red lights. I'm only saying that because I know there will be a comment. Probably haven't recognized it before because a lot of my videos are shot during the daytime. I don't have a lot of videos of me at night. There are some on the channel, but not a whole lot. And actually, somebody would probably say something about running that red light right there. But I know at night you can see that green neutral light really lights up, so I can only imagine somebody's got a comment about it. But yeah, I have some carpal tunnel issues and all that kind of stuff with my wrists and my hands, and so sometimes it's just hard to hold that clutch in for an extended period of time like that. One of the things that I've been having some trouble with, and maybe some of you 360 users out there can help me with this. Oh Lord. I swear, let me think. 12 minutes that thing has been recording, and it was on 40 some odd percent when I left my brother's house, and it's down to 3%. It's probably going to die before I even get to the house. But I'm recording in 360 mode, but I've been having some trouble downloading 360 footage lately from my GoPro to be able to use it in my videos and everything else. So I'm kind of just hoping that I'm able to get some decent footage this time. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to go on and kill that one. There are certain words I can't say because the camera will end my session if I say the wrong thing. So I have voice commands set up for the GoPros. But nonetheless, I'm going to try my 360 footage. I guess if you see 360 footage in this video, it worked. But lately I've been having some trouble getting my 360 footage to cooperate with me. So when I get home, we'll test it out and see what happens.